Thank you, Luol Deng, for almost 10 years of great service. Fourth on the all-time Bulls scoring list, traded to Cleveland for draft picks. This week in the Spotlight, we'll show you some of our championship match, some of the deep thinkers who played in it, and we'll flash back to Bobby Jenks, one of the great relievers in White Sox history, Chris Chelios, one of the greats in Blackhawk history, this week. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the 25th year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Jack Desmond's Irish Pub. It's a beautiful place. Benkowski Trivia there. The next one Friday, January 17th at 6 p.m. Eat, drink, and play at 10339 South Ridgeland. You will have a hellacious time at Jack Desmond's. Want to get a haircut from a great hairstylist? Call mine, Rose Murillo, 312-726-2201. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. T-Wax Company has real estate investments. You can buy Chicagoland properties and make some money. Profit opportunities since 1985. Call my friend Mr. Thomas at 773-456-3057. Real estate investments make money. Call Mr. Thomas. You've got to get to Mr. C's Midway Bar. They're open till 2 a.m. every day. Best Bloody Marys for 65 years. Great neighborhood prices at 4654 West 63rd Street. And we're doing video of the Bears this coming Sunday at 12 noon. See ya at Mr. C's. Calabria Imports is a great place to get food. Of course, Italian food with their deli. Mention this TV ad for 10% off. They have catering, sandwiches, 1905 West 103rd Street. The last time I was there, I got some ham. I got all kinds of other accessories at Calabria Imports. You've got to get to Amelia's Bar and Grill. It's right over there at 46th and Halsted. Open for lunch and dinner daily, private parties and catering, a unique mixture of fine dining and Mexican specialties with the fabulous chef Eusebio Garcia. Some amazing creations. You'll be surprised and delighted at Amelia's Bar and Grill, 46th and Halsted. We're back in the Spotlight. We're talking White Sox baseball, and we're talking with Shingo and try to get an idea about how he feels about the great start that the White Sox are off to this year.
今年のホワイトソックスは本当に好調なスタートを切ってるんですけど、それに対してどう思いますか？
チームが勝つことはすごく嬉しいですけど、ちょっと自分が調子が悪いのが、ちょっと寂しい気がするけど、でも勝ってることはすごく嬉しいですね。
I'm just really happy that the team is on a good start. Unfortunately, I haven't been up to par, but it's a good thing that the team is winning.
My feeling is that players like Shingo and maybe Konerko and Dai, as the team settles down, their improved play as the year progresses will keep the team winning.
僕の考えでは、コネルコとかダイとか島下さん含め、やっぱチームがちょっと落ち着く頃ぐらいに逆に今度その3人っていうか、あなたたちみたいな人が引っ張ると。
すごくいいと思うし、好調を維持していけるんじゃないかなと思う。
You know what? I really hope that is the case. And hopefully, if we could pull out of our slumps, we can help the team keep winning.
Is there one particular area that has surprised him in the White Sox early success of 2005?
今年のホワイトソックスのその好調の中で一点これに驚いたっていうものがあるんであれば何でしょうかと。
でもピッチャーみんな調子がいいのが、驚きじゃないけど、勝ってる要因の一つだと思います。
I'm not really surprised, but I'm just, I'm happy that the starting pitching is this good. They've been unbelievable. So I think that's the biggest thing for us.
I have an observation that the situational hitting, I mean, even though the batting averages aren't all high, getting key hits and the strategy of moving runners around is happening all at the right time.
打率とかそういうのはねみんな高いわけじゃないですけど、そのシチュエーションによっての、大きなヒットとかそういうのが出てきてるような感じは僕としてはそういう風に見えるんですけど、どう思いますか？
去年のようにたくさんホームランで点を取るわけでもなく、そんなに、去年ほど点取れないけどそれをうまく守って、いい回転というかピッチャーとバッターがうまく回転してるように感じます。
You know what? Unlike last year, we don't have too many. It's not like we're winning by home runs. Who can hit more home runs out of the park? And like you said, we are getting the key hits, and I think it's a good combination of the small ball as well as our good pitching. So we have a good combination going right now.
American baseball fans are surprised pleasantly by Tadahito Iguchi. And I wonder if Shingo knew how good he was and advised the White Sox about this.
アメリカのね、多分そういうファンたちは初めて井口さんを今年見てるんですけど、逆に彼がこんなによくやるっていうことに対してびっくりしてるんじゃないかっていうところがあると思うんですけど、そういう意味では慎吾さんも前からその彼の凄さっていうのは知ってて、ホワイトソックスに進めたところっていうのはあるんでしょうかと。
でも日本の時はリーが違うからそんな直接よく知ってるわけではないけど、でも日本で、トッププレーヤーだしその技術を持ってこっちに来ればね。他の選手に負けないものは出せると思ってたので。
You know what? We played in different leagues, so I never really got to play against him. But at the same time, he was one of the top players in Japan. So, with the skills that he has, obviously, if he were to come over here, it was pretty. It was natural for him to just do how well he's doing how well he's doing now.
What does Shingo look forward to in the remainder of 2005? What things are he looking to see happen?
2005年の残りのシーズンに関してもあとどういったことが起きることというかそういうことを期待してるんでしょうかと。
でもシーズンが長いので多分いいことも悪いこともいろんなことが起こる。それは過去の経験というか今までもそうだったし、それをいかにうまくその都度対処して、いい10月を迎えられるかというのが、今後の目標というか、目標ですね。
I think it's just the season's really long, and we're going to have our good times and we're going to have our bad times. I can say that throughout my baseball career I've experienced that, and hopefully when we do get into our slumps or bad times, that we could just react to that and play good baseball. Try to get out of our slump and just hopefully be in a good situation when October comes around.
Okay, to wrap up, I, like AJ and Shingo, I'm driving McCarthy Ford. I drive I drive an 05 Taurus. Could he tell what he drives and say something about McCarthy Ford in English if possible?
で何を乗ってるのかと、あとそれについてちょっと一言もらえますかと。
なんだっけフォードの。
英語で言いたいんですけど、2005年エクスプローラー。フォードエクスプローラー黒い。
って言えばいいの？
2005
Ford Explorer.
And you like McCarthy Ford?
McCarthy Ford 好きですか？
好きですね。Yeah, I like.
I like it too. All right, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Since 1967, El Jardín has been serving the finest Mexican food. Before, after, during ball games, located conveniently just 3 blocks south of Wrigley Field, 3335 North Clark. Whether there's a game or not, you still get hungry, and El Jardín has great service, great food, and great drinks. I've enjoyed every meal I've had there, and you will too. So get to El Jardín for great Mexican food at 3335 North Clark Street in Chicago. You'll be glad you did. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. You've got to get to Kelly's Tavern. You'll have a good time. I'm cracking up thinking about it. Benkowski Trivia, 44th and Wallace. The next one, Friday, January 17th at 8 p.m. Come out and play. Bring your friends. It's fun. Kelly's Tavern, 44th and Wallace. See you over there. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. They come to you. You call them at 773-908-6081. Lowest prices, new and used. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They'll do your windshield, back window, or sides. They did a great job for me. They'll do a great job for you, and you'll be amazed at how quickly they come in and finish it up. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. For a great meal, get to Amelia's Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner daily, private parties and catering, a unique mixture of fine dining and Mexican specialties brought to you by the great chef Eusebio Garcia. They're at 46th and Halsted. I've had great meals there, and you will too. Amelia's Bar and Grill, 46th and Halsted. And the Shy Sharks. Music. From the 80s, female. Once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. 5 words. Total Eclipse of the Heart is correct. It's a 90. Shy Sharks to 180. Just stop calling me Bonnie. Morning Wood is up. 3 words from the 80s. I wanted to be with you alone and talk about the weather. Five seconds. Head over heels is correct. 100. You go to 250. I'm off the hook for a while. That's done. Sports, here we go. And the food is being brought out as we speak, since we're only a few questions away from the quarter mark. So we go to Desmond's. We're still here. Good idea. All right, Acumen, you Acumen people. In baseball, Shin Soo Choo signed for about $13 million with Texas. Within 10 points, his on base last year. .370 is too low. We go to Funky Monkey for Choo's on base percentage. 408, too low. We go to Jack's All-Stars. 5 seconds. 430. 423, you get it. It's a 50. Jack's to 180. Team Cobblestone. He was second on the Bulls, averaging 9.1 rebounds per game. Yeah, Sunday sports section is the topic. 5 seconds. Carlos Boozer is correct. 60. They go to 130. J&B. Here you go. Through 37 games, this NHL Western Conference team allowed only 71 goals, less than 2 per game. 5 seconds. Well, St. Louis, you say? That is not it. We go to Shy Sharks. 5 seconds. That is correct. Daryl Sutter's LA Kings. And the value on that, 70, takes them to 250. Morning Wood. Sports lovers. Well, you'll, sure. Joakim Noah went into ex-Bull Thabo Sefolosha's locker room. Thabo invited him into the Thunder locker room, which OKC player had a big problem with it and told Noah to get the hell out. 5 seconds. It is no one named James. We go to the Desmonds. We're still here. It is not Russell. We go to Funky Monkey. They don't have anything? We go to Jax. 5 seconds. Kevin Durant is not it. We go to Team Cobblestone. 5 seconds. Going. First name? Going. Did you say James Perkins? I'm sorry, that's half right. We go to JMB. 5 seconds. Louder. That's not it. We go to Shy Sharks. Kendrick Perkins is correct. That's a classic trivia cleanup. And it brings Shy Sharks to 330 in the lead. And Morning Woods trying to get the lead back. As of December 21st, the top 2 NBA scorers in the West both had the same first name. Were these guys? I need their names.
Kevin Love and Kevin Durant.
That's right. Love and Durant, you got it for 90. And you go to 340 and you take the lead. More championship trivia next week on the Spotlight.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Ulsan, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700.
And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too.
That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski.
Little Frank's Pizzeria and Bar. Thursday, $1.50 Miller Old Style. And of course, my trivia games alternate Thursdays. The next one, January 16th at 8 p.m. You know they have $12 large pizza and pitcher all day, every day? Easy to reach at 79th and Narragansett. Check out Little Frank's. You'll be glad you did. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. Honey Bear Ham is a great place to buy your ham. 312-942-1160. Gourmet ham, fully cooked, smoked, spiral sliced, honey glazed. 1160 West Grand Avenue, the storefront. Call Honey Bear Ham. 312-942-1160.
We're back on the Spotlight, and it is time for hockey. The Blackhawks have been playing some tremendous hockey here at the stadium. They went back to the original 6, and a very grinding, tough game against the Montreal Canadiens, and we'll tell you all about it.
It was billed as the return of Dennis Savard, but again, he was not a factor. Stéphane Richer opened the scoring. 1-0 Montreal in the first. The Canadiens would come back stronger later in the first period. The cross end of it was J.J. Daigneault. 2-0 Montreal. The Blackhawks came back mid-second. Adam Creighton in the pile-up in front. A big mess of bodies. And then Wayne Presley with the big glove to a Canadian head. 2-1, the Montreal lead was cut. It was 2-2 in the third, the play that got Ed Belfour in trouble. Watch for the pick. Yes, I thought it was. Richer's second goal, 3-2 Montreal. Then the clincher came, long after Ed Belfour's argument, and you know the result of that. But 8.5 minutes were gone in the third. Richer jams it in for the hat trick, and the Canadiens went on to win it 5-3.
I mean, a lot of people are talking about catching St. Louis, and I mean, I don't think that's the concern of the team. The concern of the team is that we're playing well. There's 13 steps to the playoffs, and you want to make sure that each step that you're making an improvement so that when playoffs start, that you're in the right frame of mind and the team's in the right frame of mind to go on. I mean, you can't be concerned with how St. Louis is playing. You're concerned how the Blackhawks are playing.
Gillis had a pretty fair debut.
Yeah, he sure did. I thought he competed very well, and it's an opportune time for him. He comes here and he's playing two Adams Division teams right away, teams that he's had a lot to do with over the years, a Montreal team and then a Buffalo team on the weekend. So he came at an opportune time. He played very well.
We didn't win, so I'm not happy.
How about the crowd reaction? How do you like playing here?
Oh, the crowd here is unbelievable. They're great fans. It's very exciting playing here, and it was when I came in with another team. It's even more so playing for the Hawks.
You had a new breakaway and you got a penalty.
Yeah, I came up this wing and Denny Savard chasing me. I didn't think I beat him, so I took the shot, and the rebound came out high, and I was trying to hit the puck towards the net and get my own rebound. I happened to hit the guy in the face and got a penalty. It was a bad penalty, and it's just one of those things.
When we go out in the ice, we're worried about the team that we're playing and not anybody else. And we should have scored on that 5-on-3 early to maybe set the tone a little bit.
A lot of trades. What do you think about St. Louis' trade?
Time will tell. I mean, Gareth Butcher's a good, solid, physical defenseman. He plays well. And Danny Quinn is capable of putting the puck in the net. So, but they gave up some quality players, Messo and Scribland, Courtnall, and then Ronning and Dirk. So time will tell. I'm sure they feel they improved themselves.
How do you see the time ahead? What's the number one issue for you?
Just getting ready for the next game. We don't look anything past the next game. I mean, you can't do that.
We played pretty well the second period. We just didn't build on it. And they capitalized on their chances, and we didn't.
What do you think about stopping with the blue line tonight? Gave you guys a hard time coming in.
Well, they lay back, and that's what they play for you to dump the puck in. That's their style. So we dumped it in. We got a few chances, but so the second period we played well, and that was about it.
Chris, you were on this side for a long time. You know what a difference a goaltender like Patrick Roy can make, and a difference tonight.
Well, they're healthy now, and Patrick's great. He is the best goalie in the league. Eddie's probably been the best all year, but you run up against that sometimes. We had our chance the second period, but they played well.
And we close out the segment with a little skirmish in the corner. Jeremy Roenick getting his shots in. We'll be back with more in the Spotlight after these important messages.
I eat on the pasta twice.
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time at Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine. You'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's.
Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at Watt 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Riley's Trick Shop. Of course, they had Halloween costumes. They still have football strip cards, custom T-shirts. Just ordered some myself. Gag gifts, tricks, jokes, magic kits. Their new location is 8086 West 111th Street in Palos Hills. Check them out, Riley's Trick Shop. They also have Santa stuff for you late-minute shoppers. Riley's Trick Shop, a great place with a lot of cool stuff. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years, excellence, top billiard tables, the place where the action is, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet in Munster.
We're back on the spotlight. We're talking White Sox baseball, and Bobby just trying to get a handle on the mood in the bullpen. Things are going well for your club, and I guess everybody's pretty happy out there.
Yeah, everyone's pitching well. We're having fun out there, and that's the most important thing right now. We're playing good baseball, and it just keeps it fun out there.
When you have a run explosion like you did in San Francisco, and a nice sweep, I think team confidence has to rise a lot, and it can mean an offensive boost and maybe a little less pressure on the pen.
It always helps getting more runs, obviously. But even if it is a close game, we've got a handful of guys who can step up in any situation, whether it's Stotel going early in the game or later in the game. Same with Thornton and Boone setting up, and we just got a variety of guys who can go out there and do a job in any situation.
Well, talking about changing situations, I know that some of the great closers in history, going back years, like the Bruce Suters and the Goose Gossages that you heard of, would come on a little earlier in games, and the roles were less specialized. How are you about if you have to get a call in the 8th with 1 or 2 outs left, and you come in with a couple guys on base? How are you in that situation?
As long as we, if I give up maybe a run or two, somebody else's run, obviously I'm not trying to do that. But if we end up getting the win and, I come in the 8th, that's the most important thing. And, I'm always mentally ready to come in any situation in any inning. So, I'm always ready out there.
Last year there was some talk that if it wasn't a save situation, Ozzie didn't like using you too much in the 9th, just to start the 9th if the lead was 4 or 5 or 6. Do you find yourself in a different mental state when it's a 2-run game as opposed to a 5-run game?
No, not at all. When I go out there, I think of it, even if I'm going out there just for some work, I try to imagine it just a 1-run game. That way I keep that mental edge and stay sharp with all my pitches.
Yeah, that you just brought up an interesting point. Imagining it, kind of visualizing stuff. How important is that, and who at the major league level got you focused toward kind of that thought process?
A lot of people did. Coming through the minor leagues, talking to coaches, and having a chance to talk to other big league players. And when I got called up, Hermanson was a big help. He was the older guy, veteran down there at the time, and he was I was filling in for him while he was hurt. So I learned a lot about the mental part of closing from him. Just that half a year where we played together. So he had a big impact.
How often do you, sitting down, reading the paper, eating breakfast, flashback on 2005 and then think about trying to recapture those moments?
Quite often. Every time I go down to my basement, there's the ring and all my stuff on the walls and stuff, and you can't help but to think of it. When you're just sitting there doing nothing either. So, just had the opportunity to be in first place right now.
This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.